So hello, with my group composed of Juliette Minne, Gautier, Favre and myself, we are going to present you our idea of an event that will change the mentality and improve our vision towards the environment. So our project is to create an event that will raise awareness of the phenomenon of coastal erosion and the retreat of the seafront. The event will take place on the beach of Lagano in France. So Lagano is a well-known place for the coastal erosion. The idea is to create an event that will take place over 3 days from the 24th to the 26th of 2002 of June, with activities that will make participants aware of global warming and more specifically the retreat of the seafront. We will also invite participants to change their daily habits to reduce pollution and avoid global warming. There will be a number of conferences given by associations, and we will try to invite CEOs of big companies that pollute a lot to raise their awareness and try to change their habits. On the last day of the event, we will organize a concert with artists. Regarding our objective, we have set 3. The main objective is to make people aware of coastal erosion, the consequences of global warming, and the actions they can take to avoid polluting and protect the beach. Our second objective is to promote the associations that will be present at the event and help them to develop. And finally, our last objective is to make the concept of our event known and to develop our reputation with the public. The media we have selected are Instagram and Facebook. We choose these 2 media to reach a maximum of people, the younger generation with the Instagram page and Facebook to reach an older generation. We created both pages, which you can see here, with all the important information about our event. We also decided to have an article written in a newspaper to publicize our event and invite as many people as possible to come. Moreover, the target is totally different from the social networks, so thanks to this, we will be able to reach more people. Also, we have created an advertising poster that we will distribute to the shopkeepers so that they can distribute it to their customers.
The audience. And for different factors, we decided that the most important one was going to be the psychological effect, because for this type of event, the thing is, we don't really rely on geographical factors, because people will be more motivated to come because of the values of the event. And basically what we thought about is that travel isn't that much of an obstacle for them, and they will most likely be interested by the event overall and not that much into travel fees or maybe the organization. And thanks to that type of mentality, we should say, people will still want to come to the event. Doesn't really matter how far or if this is expensive or not.
Hi, I'm Juliette. So our vision is to create an annual event related to climate change and its consequences. So we have 2 missions: educate and make people react of the degradation of our environment, and event the leaders of company classified as polluting to discuss, make them react on the impact of their companies on the environment and try to find compromises or new commitments. So for our event marketing plan, first of all, we'll talk about the marketing objectives. So to establish them, we decided to apply the SMART method. So our event has a specific objective: sensitize the population, and in particular the politics or the CEO of polluting companies on the impact that they have on our planet, and more especially on our costs. To measure these results of our online presence, we will use the number of views of our posts, the number of subscribers on social networks, number of participants in our event, and media feedback such as the newspaper article can tell us about our performance. We hope that more than 90% of the guests will come to the event, and then we hope to achieve a level of 95% satisfaction from the participants in our event. Then our goal has to be realistic. As a result, we are driving a satisfaction rate of at least 98% of CEOs in the post-event satisfaction survey. Finally, temporally speaking, we will have 1.5 years to prepare this event. So the next step for the event marketing plan is the positioning. So our event is a non-profit organization which offers various activities, conferences to make the participant react. Concerning the SWOT analysis, our strengths are our excellent location because it's known for its environmental issues. It's easy to access with a plane, train or a wait. Our event is proposed to professionals and individuals, and is supported by major influencers supporting the cause. Concerning our weaknesses, we have a little income to create a very large event like those prepared by large non-governmental organizations. We have some deadlines to respect, and our event is still unknown for the moment. We have the opportunity to create new environmental events, but on other themes such as deforestation, disappearance of animals. Concerning the opportunity, this event will allow us to make ourselves known by the big names in ecology, and it will be an opportunity to create new environmental events, but on other themes such as deforestation or disappearance of animals. And concerning the threats, the most important threat is our important guests like CEOs of big polluting companies who are not interested in our projects.
Simple for those events because you're going to have the main product, which is the event and the way it's organized. So as for the price, we decided that no fees were required, and we would most certainly rely on donations and sponsors, which gonna make the event a big thing, as you should say. In terms of distribution, this isn't too much of a problem for our event. And finally, if we should talk about the main product, as I said, the main value of it is the way we're going to organize it and the way we are going to attract people to it, and if it's going to be a successful experience for them. So as I said earlier, we decided that no fees were required, and that's around that we build our budget plan, which happens to be positive with all the extra help from different associations, sponsors and organizations. There's also little money to pay concerning food, beverage and a lot of the organization, because this would be handled by external companies which obviously share the same values as the event. And finally, we decided that selling goodies and other products would be a good idea for the event. So quickly now to conclude, we decided obviously that all the elements of the event will be focused on the same objectives and based on the same sustainable goals that we fixed at the beginning of the event. And we try to make all the elements come together in a way that the experience for the different peoples who will be there, as well as the guests and the speakers, will be the most enjoyable and the most informative as possible. And obviously the experience will be greatly empowered by the different activities we put in place and the overall atmosphere, which I feel like will be the most perfect for this type of event.